Nigerians speak so poetic when they're upset. Instead of saying I'm mad, they'll say my enemies have succeeded.
When I tell you guys that Nigerians are so poetic, believe me not, they are actually so poetic. A Nigerian person most of the times talks in parables, like they are so poetic. An elderly Nigerian mother or father, you see them in the morning, you wouldn't greet them, you pass them by. When coming back again and you greeted, oh mama good morning, papa good morning, the next thing that will come out of their mouth is now you see me, meaning is it now you're seeing me? Why are you greeting me now? Is it now you're seeing me? But let's just watch some of the videos of African Americans reacting to Nigerians, how poetic they are. If Nigerians are poetic, let me see your comments in the comment section. And please drop any poetic words you've heard from Nigerians in the comment section. And please don't forget to like.
Your Halloween. Instead of saying he's full, my Nigerian friend says his waistband is suffering.
We are too poetic,
bro. Too poetic, but it's too funny. I asked my Nigerian friend if someone was trustworthy, and he said, for every 12, there's a Judas.
Oh,
wow.
Poetry.
Bro.
Come on, I don't know how we think of these things.
Instead of saying someone is stupid, my Nigerian friend said, wisdom is chasing her, but she's faster.
Nigerians speak so poetic when they're upset. Instead of saying, I'm mad, they'll say, my enemies have succeeded. My boyfriend is an Igbo man. Forgive me if I said that wrong, Nigerian. We were swimming at the beach one day and I wanted to swim farther out. And he said, I cannot die in another man's land. Sir, if you're not a strong swimmer, just say it. Why would you put him out there like that? Let him just be great, okay? He don't want to die in another man's land. It's beautiful. Listen, I love the way Nigerians talk. They're so like poetic. When they say stuff, I just be mesmerized.
Nigerians get mad upset. They do one of three things, right? First, they give you false hope. They're like, you know what? It's not your fault. No, it's not your fault. Let me tell you right now, if they ever tell you it's not your fault, it's most definitely your fault. Right? They give you false hope. Then they take false ownership. I don't blame you. No. I blame myself. You already know. No, I blame myself. I'll tell you right now, that woman that's having that conversation by herself, she's about to light up the village, okay?
As Nigerians, we speak very poetically, so I'm going to be sharing my top Nigerian phrases. And I'm going to be ranking them based on how effective they are. 10 being most effective, 1 being not effective. Number 1, you want to kill me before my time. If you're Nigerian, your mom has probably said this line thousands of times. Over the most trivial things as well. You didn't wash the dishes, she'll come and tell you want to kill her before her time. You came home late, you want to kill me before my time. She finds out you failed a subject, you want to kill me before my time. If this line was used on things that actually mattered, I would give it like an 8, but it has to be a 2. As a Nigerian child, when your mom says this, it just doesn't faze you because it's always over the dumbest shit. Next popular Nigerian phrase is clap for yourself, and on the effective score, I'm giving this an 8. Being told to clap for yourself is worse than being told I told you so, because the situations in which this phrase is used will really humble you. A boy has gotten you pregnant, clap for yourself. Crashed your car, clap for yourself. There's just something about that phrase that makes you feel like a mumu. It's very humbling. Next, we have my spirit. If I could give this phrase a score lower than 0, I would. It holds absolutely no weight because it's just bullshit. You want to go to a party, you've asked your mom, she's telling you her spirit said you shouldn't go. You want to travel abroad for your birthday, her spirit said no. You want to buy something you really like, her spirit said no. Mama, is that spirit capable of saying yes to anything? Growing up Nigerian, that's her spirit will be your biggest off. You just learn it's them saying no and using God to scare you, so it's not as effective. Next, I'll send you back home. If your dad is bald, the effectiveness is a 9. But if your dad has hair, it's like a 4. If your dad is bald, I promise you're getting a first-class trip back to Nigeria if you piss that man off. But if your dad has hair, he might send you, he might not. That's for you to test the water. Last but not least, the most common Nigerian phrase you will hear is you shall see. Hey! The effectiveness of this is a 10 out of 10. If anybody in this life tells you you shall see, be very afraid because that person is preying on your downfall. Maybe you will see today, maybe you will see tomorrow, maybe you will see next year, but that person will make sure you will see. When people are busy saying, oh, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, that person is wishing that on you.
Decrease me there. No, leave me alone. Put me down.
Uninstall me from the car. I want to be car int. Pass me on. Discontinue my relationship with your car. Uninvolve me from this seat. Make it your passion to release me from this seat. Relinquish my current position there. issue my eviction notice from this vehicle. Relocate me in such a way that I am not in the car anymore. I want my nyash to divorce your car seat. Make it so that I am seeing your car from outside. Manipulate time and space so that I am in my destination.
I like the way Nigerians like check people. I was just watching something on Instagram and somebody commented a very stupid thing, and the girl said, "Is everything okay at your end?" Is everything okay at your end? You know, one of my favorites, Nigerian insult, not insult, hope nothing. Like, think about the sentence, hope nothing. You not say, I hope you're okay. Is anything the matter? What's happening? You say, hope nothing. I hope everything is okay at your end.
Are you going by bus?
I will enter into the mouth of a fish, and the fish will carry me through water and then reach Nineveh like Jonah.
Seeing as you guys love part 1, this is part 2 of popular Nigerian phrases. Again, I'm going to be ranking them based on their effectiveness, 1 being least effective and 10 being most effective. Let's get into it. Number 1, you're growing wings. Ha! This one is abused by Nigerian moms. On the effective scale, this is like a 3. It's not effective at all because the saying itself doesn't even make sense. You're growing wings. What the fuck does that mean? You're getting too big for your boots. You're biting off more than you can chew. Those sayings make way more sense than you're growing wings. Chukwuemeka, so you're growing wings. What does that mean? What does that mean? Next popular phrase, you're not doing me, you're doing yourself. Ha! This is an easy 9 out of 10. If you do me, I do you, man, no go vex. You're not doing me, you're doing yourself. Do you know how powerful that saying is? It basically means karma will come around, and indeed it shall. Keep doing me, you're doing yourself. Next on the list, Chukwuemeka, how many times did I call your name? This is a 10 out of 10. If they ever say this, just know that you're in trouble. How many times did I call your name? That's not a question, that's a statement. Expect the most vigorous floggings of your life. You will really see heaven. Next, we have, are you mad? Simple, short, effective. Are you mad? 10 out of 10. It's a rhetorical question that inflicts damage. It's just as humbling as clap for yourself. Last on the list, we have wonders shall never end. And this one to me is a 6 out of 10. The reason I've given this a 6 out of 10 is because it could be more effective. And the way to make this saying more effective is by shortening it to Nawao. This one is a 11 out of 10. Is on the podium of Nigerian phrases just because of how versatile it is. It can mean wonders shall never end. It can mean my enemies are succeeding. It can mean glory be to God. It can mean so many things. This one self is even customizable. They give you serious options. You can cut out the O and just say Nawa or Naso.
Let me tell you why Nigerians are so poetic when they're talking, especially when they're insulting people. Instead of calling someone senseless, they'll say wisdom was chasing you, but you were faster. Instead of saying I'm in distress, they'll say my enemies are prospering. Just very poetic sayings. A language like English has so many words. So there's a word for every object, every description, basically almost anything you can think of, there's a word for it. To give you an idea, English has about 170,000 words. So when our languages were originally translated to English, there wasn't a word for everything. And when you directly translate our words to English, it's more like sayings rather than one word. For example, in Igbo, destiny is akaraka. The literal meaning of akaraka is the marks on your hand, and we believe the marks on our hand have something to do with our destiny. But in English, all you would say for that is just destiny. And sibling is wannem. The literal meaning of wannem is the child of my mother. Therefore, instead of saying something basic, we have a phrase that describes that one word. And this is the case for a lot of Nigerian languages, and honestly, a lot of languages